evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, April the 7th, 2015. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, one person was killed in a single car accident over the weekend. Several Middle Tennessee counties will receive federal assistance as a result of the February winter storms. Motlow College basketball coach Matt Sly has resigned. The Tullahoma American Legion has announced the delegates for this year's boys state. And the horseplay group of Tullahoma opens a new riding pavilion. We'll have all those stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
We are Goody Two Scoops.
I love Goody Two Scoops.
A family-friendly, yummy dessert specialty shop in Tullahoma, Tennessee. We excel in self-serve frozen treats and our own incredibly tasty chef-baked creations. For frozen treat lovers, we offer frozen yogurt, ice cream custard, as well as gelato and Italian ice. 85 flavors that rotate each day. 55 toppings including fresh sliced fruit. For our baked good lovers, Goody Two Scoops offers a variety of fresh pastries at a hometown price. Our 2 certified culinary chefs design and create incredible cakes. We showcase our cakes, froyo cakes, cupcakes, cookies, pies, and chocolate-covered strawberries, offered fresh daily.
I love playing.
Goody Two Scoops.
I'm Philip Bourne, Stamp and Nab Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the Stem McNabb Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Stem McNabb Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what the difference our detail can make.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. Investigators say alcohol was probably to blame for a fatal single-car crash in rural Coffee County over the Easter weekend. The Tennessee Highway Patrol says Nettie Austin, age 45, died at the scene of a wreck on Blanton's Chapel Road Saturday morning. The victim was a passenger in a Ford SUV driven by Whitney Austin, age 23, of Eagleville. The driver lost control of the vehicle, which went off the left side of the roadway and struck a tree. The Tennessee Highway Patrol says charges are pending against the driver.
Governor Bill Haslam has announced the federal government will provide assistance to 35 Tennessee counties still recovering from the severe winter storms of February 15th to February 22nd that took 30 lives and caused widespread damage. Bedford, Coffee, Grundy, and Warren counties are included in the list of counties set to receive assistance. The Presidential Disaster Declaration has a designation of DR 4211 and will allow government entities and certain private nonprofits in the declared counties to apply for reimbursement of specific expenses related to disaster response and recovery under the Federal Emergency Management Agency's Public Assistance Program. State and local governments and electrical utilities spent more than $30.4 million in their response and recovery actions before, during, and after the winter storm. The federal assistance will allow eligible entities in the designated counties to receive a 75% reimbursement for costs related to debris removal, emergency protective measures, and rebuilding and repairing roads, bridges, water control facilities, buildings, utilities, and recreational facilities. The National Weather Service characterized the event as one of the worst ice storms to hit Tennessee in 2 decades, as temperatures reached record lows in many parts of the state. One of the 30 reported weather-related fatalities, more than half were due to hypothermia.
After 2 successful seasons as men's head basketball coach at Motlow College, Matt Sly has left to become an assistant coach at Missouri State University in Springfield, Missouri. Sly was hired at Motlow during the summer of 2013 after former Motlow head coach Jerry Nichols accepted the head coaching position at fellow Tennessee Community College Athletic Association member Southwest Tennessee. Sly had spent the previous 3 seasons as an assistant coach at William Jewell College in Liberty, Missouri, and had recruited multiple Motlow players to WJC. He became the 11th coach for the Bucks since the school began playing men's basketball in 1969 and inherited one of the nation's most successful junior community college programs over the previous 6 years. Sly has upheld that winning tradition following a 14-14 campaign in his first season with last year's 23-6 team that finished second in the conference during the regular season and advanced to the semifinals of the TCCAA tournament. Coach Sly said, quote, "I am thankful for the opportunity President Apple and Athletic Director Tori Raby Gentry gave me at Motlow College. I appreciate the young men who allowed me to coach them over the past 2 seasons and for my volunteer coaches who sacrificed so much for the good of our players," end quote.
The Tullahoma Police Department has announced the promotion of Sergeant George Marsh to the rank of lieutenant. Sergeant Marsh will assume the duties of the Patrol Division Commander on April 16th. In that role, he will be responsible for the uniform division of the department, which consists of 29 officers. In addition to the supervision of the officers, Lieutenant Marsh will also be responsible for departmental training, vehicle maintenance, special operations management, and other administrative duties. Lieutenant Marsh has been with the Tullahoma Police Department for 10 years. He is currently assigned to the Patrol Division as the Midnight Shift Sergeant. Sergeant Marsh has been in law enforcement for over 23 years. Prior to his employment with the Tullahoma Police Department, Marsh served at the Bedford County Sheriff's Office and the Shelbyville Police Department. Marsh is married and resides in Bedford County.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The wait is finally over. The 2015 50th anniversary Ford Mustang is finally here. This is one awesome vehicle. Let me give you a few stats on this V8 Mustang. 435 horsepower, independent rear suspension, 25 miles per gallon, and this is the one you've been waiting for. 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. Don't blink an eye or you'll miss it. Come by Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester and check it out. The 2015 Mustang, the all-new redesign, will leave you speechless.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Time to get fit, Tullahoma, and register today to run or walk the I Am for the Child Family 5K Run and Walk. You'll be proud to know you're supporting the Court-Appointed Special Advocates, or CASA, by running or walking Saturday, April 11th at Fraser McEwen Park, 8 a.m. Register at active.com for $25 or the day of the race starting at 7 a.m. Special thanks to these sponsors: Chick-fil-A, Light Tube, and City of Tullahoma. Click on active.com and register for the CASA 5K Family Fun Run and Walk.
Welcome back. Tullahoma American Legion Post 43 has announced their Boys State representatives for 2015. They are Matthew Sweeney, Alec Yin, Lewis Perdue, and Ashawn Cotter. The alternate is Brock Collier. Boys State Chairman John Gray visited Tullahoma High School last Friday to inform the boys and brings us this report.
My name is John Gray and I am a member of Post 43, American Legion here in Tullahoma, and I'm the Boys State Chairman. And you 5 young men have been selected as candidates for Boys State this year. Congratulations to all of you. You should be honored. You should be flattered. This is a time that you will have a week with people you don't know, because you guys won't any of you be in the same, probably even in the same city. But what this is an opportunity for you to learn about state, county, and local government. And it's what it's all about. And cities will be set up, each of you will be in a city, and there'll be a police chief and a mayor and all the things that happen to operate a city just like the city of Tullahoma. And then there'll be a county, and then there'll be state, and there'll be elections. What happens in this situation is you'll be put with people you don't know, don't have a clue. I don't know whether you've ever been in that situation before or not. If you will allow yourself, you will make some friends. I still have friends that I went to Boys State with, and that's when I was 16, that's 50 years ago. You'll meet people. There's a few times in your life that you'll have, when you first go to college, you'll get thrown into, depending on where you go, if you go away and you don't have somebody that you've been to school with, you'll be with a bunch of brand new people. Allow yourself to open up. Allow yourself to meet these folks, because the folks that you'll be around are just like you guys. They're some of the smartest, sharpest kids in the schools that they go to. You find folks and you generate friends, and those friendships stay with you. This is very important. It's a great honor. Always put it on your resume. We have 4 spots, and we have 1 alternate. Now, the alternate does not need to be upset because they're the alternate. And this year the alternate is Brock Collier. You're the alternate this year. And don't be upset, because most of the years an alternate ends up going. Sean?
Yes, sir.
You're going. This is Lewis.
Yes, sir.
You're going. This is, where's Matthew? Right there. Matthew's going, and Alec, Ian are going now. There's everything, guys, they do everything. Now you will do some marching, because it's a military, it's an American Legion, and it's about government, and it's about the United States of America. And they'll do some marching, you'll do some singing. They have, if you're an athlete, there'll be there's probably going to be a flag football team, a baseball team. If you're in a band, there's that kind of stuff. If you sing, all kinds of activities. You hear some great speakers. But the most important thing is as you grow and you get old enough to vote, there's one thing in this country that we get to do that a lot of people around the world don't get to do, and we get to make our own choices, and we get to vote. And this, after you get through with this week of learning how government works from the inside out, it will give you a perspective on government that you won't find any other way, because it just doesn't get taught in the classroom anymore the way that it used to get taught. And you'll understand the importance of government, and you'll understand the importance of going to vote. It'll be a great time for you. I'm proud of all of you. Congratulations. Now what we want to do is get you all up here around me, and we're going to take a picture.
Welcome back. The new Horseplay Riding Center Pavilion in Tullahoma was dedicated this past Saturday by Dr. Bill and Patsy Freeman in honor of their son. Let's watch this video from that event.
And this is the dedication of the Horseplay Pavilion out at their facility. And this is something that has been constructed by Dr. and Miss Freeman. And I believe it is for their, in remembrance of their son.
Freeman family wants to thank everyone very much for this honor for the son John. His compassion and courtesy to his fellow man was one of his distinctive traits, and certainly horseplay exemplifies that in their attitude and orientation toward all the horseplay children. So again, thanks from the Freeman family to all the volunteers, friends and friends like family that are here today. Thank you.
Nice, very nice.
Thank you.
Y'all don't know, we wouldn't have this place if it wasn't for Patsy and Bill. They bought this land for us basically with their donations. They did. And they got the ball rolling. They did. They're wonderful.
And thank you both. So Patsy and Jean and I got together, and Dick, and then we said, who do you know? And the next thing we knew, we had a group with Jean Kelly, Karen Sappington, the Fergusons, the Callens, and the Freemans. And we started talking, and I actually went back and looked at the minutes. It was in the fall of 1996. And by January of 1997, we had our first 4 children riding. And then Patsy did what she did best, which was involve all of the people she knew in fundraising. We spent a lot of time going door to door to businesses and doctors' offices. We went from business to business, and a lot of the doctors were very helpful in providing grants and scholarships for the kids. We originally thought if we could get money for each child. We had the first luncheon, and I don't know if you remember, the original luncheons had fashion shows and jewelry shows involved with them. So we have actually done everything we could possibly think of to raise money for this organization. And it's because of Patsy's fantastic ability to get money out of people. I beg very pitifully.
He's the sponge.
But the beauty of what's happened here is that Patsy took a big tragedy and turned it into something beautiful. So I just want to say how much I appreciate Patsy and Bill for what they do for Horse Play. Oh,
And these are all the volunteers and friends of Horseplay who are out here today at the unveiling of the John Freeman Riding Arena. What a great group of folks and what a great program.
Karen, get over here. Come on. Get Tim. Come on. Alicia.
Alicia.
Monty.
Alicia,
get over here.
And like most everything that happens in Tullahoma, when there's a gathering, there's always food involved.
That is right. And I'm usually here eating.
Celebrating Horseplay in this lovely pavilion.
Elizabeth, here's more praying.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Tonight we bring you part 2 of Tom Corrington's interview with Tom Robinson, who is the Executive Director of the Tullahoma Area Economic Development Corporation. In this video, Tom talks about the progress of the Tullahoma Business Airport.
Another item of a little more than ordinary expense, I think, is the the work to get the industrial park area, the new one that's being developed on the other side of the airport.
Yes, and that has moved along. There is a outside consulting firm working on behalf of the state to actually certify what we call the Tullahoma Tullahoma Business Air Park. Let me get it right.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what does it have a name?
And that is right at 100 acres on the very north side of the airport. It's the old north taxiway, and that has come along. And we also received a grant, if you will, from the state to put an entrance road up in there, and that's construction on that is supposed to start early summer. So that's moved along. The accreditation process has moved along. They came back with the consulting firm came back and they needed some additional information according to their rules and regulations. And one of the things they wanted was an updated title search. Well, we're having to go through that process, and the city attorney is working on that, but we expect that also. Both of these things are kind of the accreditation work, title search, also should be completed the next week to 10 days. And so that will go back again for the third time to the accrediting consulting firm. And since they specifically said we need this, and this document, we know we have them all. It's just making sure that it's clear, and they have updated facts and figures. That process should hopefully be completed in the next, I'm guessing 3 to 4 weeks maximum. We'll get them the final information. They'll look over it one more time and then say, yes, you're accredited. And then at some point, the state will announce ours. Plus, they've got some others, I'm told, around the state they'll announce at the same time, that we will have an accredited site through the Select Tennessee process.
Yeah, that's what I want to make sure everybody understands, that you're really working toward getting this certified, if you will, and that means everything is done. The park is ready for people to move in and build.
That's what this process does. That somebody comes in and says, for example, I need a 5-acre site for a light manufacturing assembly plant to service a particular aircraft or something. We've kind of targeted this site for aircraft related businesses, and assuming everything goes as planned, but you never know, but we hope to be utilizing that site to gain some additional businesses for our area very soon.
Yeah. Okay, and tell me again what the name of it is, so we are able to recognize it when we see it sometime.
Tullahoma Business Air Park.
David M. Hybert will present a program at Lanham Library this Thursday, April 9th at 6:30 p.m. about Project Paperclip. The program describes the United States government program to bring specialized scientists, equipment, and management models to the United States in the wake of the Second World War. Themes include the controversial concept conspiracy, the moral dilemma, and the paperclip influence on Middle Tennessee. David M. Hybert, who is now retired, is the former chief of the Office of History at Arnold Engineering Development Center. During his tenure at AEDC, he was named Civilian of the Year, was awarded the Air Force's Historian Special Achievement Award, and the Gil Rob Wilson Trophy for most outstanding contribution to the national defense in arts and letters. He and his wife Joyce continue to make their home in Tullahoma.
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Jeff Sweeney with the Arrowhead Boys Ranch in Shelbyville, who are having a 5K to help raise funds for the facility. Winston Brooks will let us know about all the activities coming to Tullahoma in the coming months. And Ty Herndon from the Friends of Cumberland will tell us about the Trails and Trilliums Art and Hiking Festival this weekend in Mont Eagle. All this and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
We're having a huge inventory reduction sale going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia with the largest selection in history with over 100 to choose from, any make, any model. Check out this 2014 Kia Forte, 14803, or this 2014 Kia Optima, 19587. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. Any make, any model, over 100 to choose from. Why buy anywhere else?
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's got to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Sir, could you step over here, please? Is there anything you want to tell me?
Like what?
Like maybe you're out to protect the environment? Give scholarships to kids?
Fight blindness?
Help the elderly?
Feed the hungry? Stuff like that.
Well, I only ask because you got a little lion in you. See? Right there.
Right next to whatever that other thing is.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1946 at 83 degrees. Record low was in 2007 at 22 degrees. The average high on this day is 69 and the average low is 45. Tonight, look for partly cloudy weather in your forecast with a low of around 61. Partly sunny weather returning on Wednesday with a high of 82 and a low of 62. Partly cloudy weather moving back into the forecast on Thursday with a high of 81 and a low of 63. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.